Hello beautiful people, my name is Fintan and I am in Paris to play the European Poker Tour. Today is a huge day. It is day 2 of the main event and we are going back with an average stack. But more importantly, I am just about to leave and get this world-class croissant that I have been dreaming about for days. That, to be honest, is got a lot to live up to. It's gonna have to be the greatest thing I have ever tried in my life at this point. Let's go get that croissant and then let's crush the main event. This croissant is turning into a bigger fucking meme than I ever thought it would. I don't have time. Day 2 starts in 45 minutes. There's another massive queue. I've spent like €80 on taxis trying to get these fucking croissants and I can't. And I'm not gonna start off day 2 with it either. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get it. All right, the queue for that croissant was just way too long and we were in a taxi and we might not make it back to the tournament. So good decisions made this morning. All right, our table is not amazing at all for day 2, but our table on day 1 was also terrible and playing EPT main events is difficult. I think we are just about to get there on time. We are table 44. Looks like it's just about to start. We got seats. Anyway, I gotta go, I'm late. We've got a regular face. How does it feel to be on our same table for the 485th time?
Fenton, I feel like I'm married to you.
Alright, we are on the first break of the main event, day 2, and we are very, very lucky to still be in the tournament. Plenty of familiar faces on the table. Benny Glaser, David Doherty, to name it too, and it was against Benny that we played a monster hand that I really should be out of the tournament. Under the gun raises off starting stack. Benny re-raises in the cutoff to 8,000 chips, and I make it 18k out of the big blind. I have kings. Benny decides to flat call, and we get a flop of 885 flush draw. I bet 20%. Benny calls. I'm not gonna lie, I'm already a little bit scared. He's gonna have aces here a lot. The turn is the queen of spades, bringing in the flush draw. I do have the king of spades and decide to bet again for 25%. Benny calls. The river is an offsuit jack, and honestly, it's so grim. If I shove, can I really get called by worse? Maybe like ace queen suited. Is he on a hero 9s or 10s? Is he always gonna re-raise them versus under the gun? I don't know. I decide to check, and after a long tank with about 30% of pot left, Benny checks back with red aces. It's a pretty grim spot for him too. I might have folded. People might think it's dumb, but it's so tough, I think, for people to find enough bluffs there personally. Some players will, but not a lot of people. I troll Benny a little bit, tell him I'm giving him 1% for keeping me in the tournament and the free roll. I don't think he really likes it, but I'm just poking a little bit of fun. He took most of my chips anyway. It is what it is, but we're going back after the break with a little bit more than starting stack. We have been moved table and we're looking to get on the spin. Can we just get on camera that Benny Glaser got aces against my kings in the second hand of the day? Would that be possible? Thank you very much. And he didn't manage to stack me. He didn't get all my chips, even though it was aces versus kings. Look who I've just run into immediately after busting the main. So I'm going to ask you for your reaction, Parker. I'm not feeling good about it.
You died in the main.
I haven't told him how to. This is. I'm getting his real live reaction. All right, we're playing 7-handed, big blind 2k. Raise under the gun from a young Frenchman. Call under the gun +1 from an old Frenchman. I have jacks. Falls back to under the gun, who tanks for a long time to me for a pre-flop spot, maybe 2 minutes.
That's a long time. I would have called clock.
They went all in,
yeah.
and it's back on me.
Yeah. How many chips do we have? 100.
It's 80 bigs. Sorry, it's 40 bigs. It's 40 bigs. 7-handed.
And he's an old.
He's a young Frenchman.
A young Frenchman.
Older Frenchman in the middle.
Professional, you think?
I've been on the table for 5 hands.
I don't know, dude. I probably would have 3-bet a little bit smaller to like 14k and then fold it.
Oh god.
I don't know, main event's crazy, dude. You gotta make a lot of big folds at main events in a lot of these spots. Because like the problem is too, obviously if you think he could ever have like ace 8 suited or ace 5 suited or like even 10s, then obviously sure.
What I went with was that he didn't have that.
Oh.
But he likely 4-bet aces and kings.
Yeah, I mean that's fair too, but a lot of people just jammed them. A lot of people, especially
he had aces and I'm out of main event. Welcome to the Losers Lounge, sponsored by the club. Boys, I've been knocked out of the main event, can't get back in. I never feel good after I get knocked out. What is your first feeling? How are you feeling now? Does it get any better for you?
No, I feel so dejected. To be totally frank, mate, it makes me feel like I want to
have a drink, have an alcoholic beverage with the boys. An alcoholic beverage.
Yeah. No.
I'll have an alcoholic beverage with you, and if you want to get up to anything else, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that would be an honour. No, do you know what? The way that I can somehow console myself today, for example, it still hurts hard. Like, it hits hard. It's still really, really sore.
I thought he was going to
kind of did the right thing, so I can like justify it. The worst, and I've done this many a time. You know when it's your fault.
Yeah, that was me today.
What was I doing there with Queen 7? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then I'm looking for traffic. But today, at least I can console myself. It was Ace King suited. It happened.
Looking for traffic to get a taxi to your nearest drinking establishment. How do you feel, Adam?
I was down bad yesterday, and that's why I love this. I think it's like a sport, yeah, but I love this game so much. Like the roller coaster of emotions you go through. I remember first hand I lost like 12k chips, and I was just like, and then you win a hand and you're like, oh, actually, this might be my day. And it's just that roller coaster is immense, but not day 2 in hit me hard.
Yeah, it's tough, especially when you fire 2 bullets.
And not that I want my friends to fail. Not that I want
There's
my friends to fail.
There's a little bit of envy there, though.
But when they make day 2, me and him have never day 2 together.
Ever.
That's pretty messed up.
Ever.
And like, we need to.
You will. Look, unfortunately, none of the boys are going to be cashing the main event. Benjamin Sprague, aka Spraggy, is the only one flying the flag right now, which makes me fucking sick. Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, yeah, I hope you cash it. Sorry, apologies. Anyway, boys, thank you very much. I'll see you in Monte Carlo. I am going to get a drink. Then it was time for me to go play the €3,000 mystery bounty. And for those who don't know, a mystery bounty isn't like any other bounty tournament. The bounties are random. It can be anything from a minimum of 1,000 and potentially all the way up to €500,000. Let's run good. We are 0 for 8 and we have never pulled a mystery bounty live or online. All right, like you just heard with Parker, we are out of the main event. X-Flix, yeah. Had a couple of big blinds left after that hand and got King Queen into the same guy's kings for 6 big blinds. A little bit rude. We are going to play the mystery bounty. Alright, we are 0 for 9. We are out of the mystery bounty on our first bullet. If I'm going to play it again, I'll play it again in the morning. It's starting to be an expensive trip. What's that? Come on, what is it? Arch de Triomphe.
Russia gave it to me. My first gift in Paris.
X-Flix is in huge spirits as always is. But yeah, we lost with jacks to ace queen. Under the gun raised. I re-raised off 30 bigs. Guy that I've been playing with, very, very aggressive. So I had to click it back, and honestly, I was gonna fold jacks, but he'd been doing some stuff, so we put it in. He had ace queen, lost the flip, and I don't really know what to do for the rest of the night. Maybe watch the Champions League. Hello, beautiful people. We have just bust the €3,000 mystery bounty, which now means I've bust 5 bullets in the 1K, 2 bullets in the 2K. Luckily for me, just 1 bullet in the main event, and now finally 2 bullets in the €3,000 mystery bounty. The Parisian weather matches my spirit right now. It is absolutely lashing down. €10,000 high roller kicks off tomorrow, and I'm already minus €20,000 at least. Do we get into the high roller tomorrow, or do we just call it a day? Enjoy some sightseeing in Paris like I promised you, and jump into commentary booth. Honestly, I might give it a miss. Man, we didn't raise no quitter. We're playing the fucking high roller tomorrow and we're getting even.